Tell you what, guys, I don't know who needs to see this, but I think it's pretty cool. So in just a short, I don't know, 20 minutes and a Phillips head screwdriver, I've been able to tear this 500 down to reveal the true beauty of this bike, or what I think is the true beauty of it. Here now you can see all the inner workings. So here is your, so from the front, here is your actual frame. I mean, that's pretty much all it is. Now, I started taking these bolts out. Here you would need a, whoops, it would need an 8mm hex key. Down here for the foot peg is actually a, I think it's a 14 and a 17. 14 here and a 17mm socket. So these are all coming up pretty easily. There's a bolt on the back of here, so you would have to hold that and turn that out. But I realized this is actually an engine mount point. So if I remove that, the engine is basically hanging free. It might have a mount at the bottom too, but I'm not sure. So I'm gonna leave that in for now. But I wanted to just get you a good look at this, because here the frame, there's a brace here that mounts to the engine, but the frame basically is just this. You pretty much just have a little frame right there, and then the monoshock, I'm still calling it that, I didn't look it up the actual name, mounts to it here. And then again, another beautiful thing, the air box is right here, and there's your filter. So once you remove the tank and the seat and everything, you're pretty much down to bare minimum. I mean, the air flows in this tube right here, so that's your air intake under the seat, and then it flows into the frame. Boom. So I can't wait to get this whole thing stripped down. There's not going to be a ton left. It's pretty exciting, pretty interesting. So basically you have your front end mounted to the frame. The engine obviously is part of the frame. Then you have your monoshock mounted to this U-shaped thinger that goes around the wheel. And then you have your rear brace here, and so that's your suspension. It's pretty awesome how simple and yet how skilledly designed this is. I don't know, I'm excited. That's pretty cool. But removing like the battery box on the other side to look in here, see, here's where your air comes in into the frame. And then on the back of this stuff here, as I said, all these screws, that's pretty much all I've been doing. I revealed your regulator rectifier. So that's hiding in there behind there. That's pretty cool. And then all your other electronics are mounted to the outside here. But it's not going to take a lot to strip this guy down, and I'd like to try to get some power to it before I remove anything real important. But really, there's not much more to do. I just wanted to reveal everything here and see what I got. And maybe, now I don't even know. I don't know where the starter solenoid is. If maybe that was cut out on the other side. Your battery box sits down in here with two rubber grommets. It sits in there, and there's one screw you pull out. But I think maybe the starter solenoid was mounted in here somewhere, because the positive battery cable would have, which we don't have, would have come in and somehow here and probably connected the starter solenoid. So I'm not even sure how we would crank this engine. I'm gonna try to figure that out though. But you can even get a better look at the carburetor setup here. Got the bank sitting right in there, feeding the cylinders. This is a 70-degree cylinder setup, I believe. I was trying to read up on it. I'm wanting to say 48 horsepower out of this little 500. And top speed of 98 miles per hour, I think they said. You can never really trust what you read on the internet about these 80s bikes because different sources have different ideas. But yeah, that's what we got right now. And just thought I'd take a video before I get any further stripped down. The tank sounds like it has some metal in it. I'm not sure if somebody tried cleaning it out and never got all the nuts and bolts out of it, but it's pretty clean inside, so there's a good tank for someone. But there she is in all her simplified glory. That's a good name for her, Simplified Glory. All right, adios.